sunken ponds. But as the time goes on and things become modernized and .com, things are moving from analog to .com. People are doing fish farming at home. People are doing fish farming in tanks, in constructed tanks, as well as in already built tanks. So generally, I can give you advice on any type of fish farming that you may want to undertake. Right now, I want us to know a few things about fish farming. This will comprise maybe why one would go into fish farming, and most important, maybe what is fish farming. If we may ask ourselves what is fish farming, and then maybe we answer ourselves again. Fish farming is the rearing of fish in an enclosed area whereby you have to cater for it for all its requirements, because it is already in an enclosure where you have cut off all its natural movements. You are catering for it completely. Ekyenyanja kiri mu mikono gyo. It is not in the lake where it will swim maybe from here up to Gaba or up to Katosini Mukono looking for food. You have to feed it, to think for it, because you have enclosed it in an enclosure. You are farming it. So that is fish farming. We do fish farming for several reasons. Today, we are going to look a little bit into why we should do fish farming at all. Like I was saying, we can do it as a hobby. A hobby is something someone is interested in so much that if he did not do it, maybe for rich people. These rich people or wealthy guys, we are doing it as a hobby because they never sold that fish to us. It was their fish. He would move slowly to his farm or to his pond, put there an angle line, get a fish, and then take home, maybe for frying, or if he had a visitor or two, he would give them fish from his pond as a hobby. Secondly, we can do it as an economic venture. Economic venture. This is where you have to go into fish farming in order to gain economically from that venture, to get money. In fact, most grounds nowadays are laid over that. People go into fish farming not because they want leisure, not because it is a hobby, but because they want to get money from there. They pay for their school fees, they pay for their whatever, and all the other things. Because really, if you went into successful fish farming, you would be able to do a lot of other things from the gains from this enterprise. Another maybe reason why we can do fish farming, because some of the fish that we farm, we can we derive medicine from it to cure our ailing patients. You may ask, how do we do it? Here in our central region, whenever a dried fish to revive the immunity of the bodies. So you could go into fish farming to farm a specific type of fish so that we can call it this A, then we can say this is B. requirements. If you want to go into fish farming at all, you should have these requirements. You should have land or an area where you are going to carry out the fish farming. Land or an area. Actually, that area should be on land. So we say generally we must have land where we are going to set up our fish farm. Having got land, then we must think about capital, the money we are going to inject into the fish farming project on that piece of land. The source of that money, and we must decide how much of that money that we want. Then the third thing is the labor, because much as you may have the money, when there is no labor, when you don't have the helping hand, maybe to construct a pond, maybe to feed the fish, maybe to harvest the fish for you, and much popularity because few people are rearing it out. Most of the reared carp presently is consumed by Zaire, generally Zaire. So most of our farmed carp is taken to Zaire. There are reasons why we should go into tilapia, why we should go into catfish. Most of these reasons are similar.